a lot, and I mean a lot, went on in episode 4. It gave that big moment at the end with the church fire and how he lost his family. Kang Johan, that was really dark for him. And seeing how the people involved and just how self-centered they are, which is something that we see throughout, is a running theme about especially those in power and wealth, and not the repercussions that can come from what they do. But yeah, it's really starting to show you what's going on. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Interesting episode. You felt a real shift in the power dynamics, at least for a while. And then they kind of threw in that curveball at the end. And I think it was really well done. They give you little foreshadowing clues throughout the episode and things for you to pay attention to, such as the noticeability of that motorbike being too upscale for a simple delivery service motorbike. Plus, looking back at Kim Gon's friend Soohyun's love for him and care for him, and why she became a police officer was partly to protect him. So we got a bit more of other people's stories and who just is involved in what. And the power plays, because it really felt like a shift. It really felt like they were all conspiring against Kang Johan, because what they thought is the more brutal the punishment, the more he'll start to lose the trust in people, because he'll be dishing out too harsh of a punishment where people will start losing faith. And also it depends on what he does in these moments, because if he just imprisoned him, especially for women, he was going to lose a lot of their faith in him, because this is someone who's repeatedly committed sexual crimes against women. So sending him where they did, where it's an inmates who are men, clearly, and that video and his reaction works as well, because they know that's punishment that he can receive for 20 years. Castration, and it's done. This way, he has to face these people for a long time. So it was well done. And then that at the end, she literally has recreated the house and is obsessed with him, and she's also got into a position of power, and she is into dominating people. Oh, I don't know with her. It upscaled the crazy in her. It upscaled that obsessive compulsion people have sometimes when they're obsessed with someone. So he's now got that to worry about. And especially with how high up she is. You know, she controls a lot of what goes on. Her character is so interesting. But yeah, doctoring the images of the minister's son's back was smart on their part, because this whole episode really felt like Kang Yohan was falling to pieces. And in the end, he actually had something planned all along. But the one on the bike, clearly she's going to have a bit more to play, but who is she exactly? And it's interesting that he never noticed her, unless he did, and they're just not showing it until future episodes. But I feel like for someone who's so observant of his surroundings, not this time. There was definitely a lot of backstory for other characters, which was great, because sometimes you need to deviate from the main cast and show other characters, supporting cast. Yeah, that was interesting at the end, because this is the halfway point, so we're past that now, and things will start to pick up, because we have to see that shift. We have to see, because they want Kang Johan to fail. Like, if you look, everyone who's in a position of power wants the other person next to them to fail while they gain their power and their position. And then having the president have that moment where he was dressed in a cap, a hat, trying to be youthful and one with the kids, doesn't work like that, because it doesn't feel genuine. But that was also quite fun to watch them with security shifting around, his wife kind of monitoring certain things. It's just so interesting. I didn't know what to really make. Like, this is the longest episode, but it didn't feel like the longest, but there's so much information going on. Oh, okay. I'm really interested in what people thought of this episode. Was that revelation of her being the maid a shock? Or did you sense there was something? Because she did say she came from a poor place and she's learned things over the years. But yeah, the use of music is really great. The use of colors in this, the use of the wind, to make it spooky and mysterious and dark. But yeah, I really want to know what people think of this episode. Thank you for watching.